Namaste everyone. I'm Rakesh Ram Tripathi. Welcome back. Today's topic continuity, CBSE topic. In previous lecture, I discussed exercise 5.1 NCERT textbook from NCERT textbook. Question number 1 to 13 was completed. Now question number 14, discuss the continuity of the function. Very simple problem it is. 3, 4, 5, 3 values given. For the first one, the condition is what? X greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. So here the second one, x greater than 1 but less than 3. Third, x greater than or equal to 3 but less than or equal to 10. So you have to check the continuity for x is equal to 1. You have the left hand limit and right hand limit, and again you have to check the continuity for x is equal to 3. Here also you have the left hand limit and right hand limit. So at x is equal to 1, right hand limit is what? X tend to 1 plus fx, 1 plus fx equal to 4. This is the right hand limit, x greater than 1. So already value given, no need to simplify. Left hand limit, x tend to 1 minus fx is equal to 3. So right hand limit not equal to left hand limit, hence the function is discontinuous. Now the next one, at x is equal to 3, at x is equal to 3, right hand limit. Right hand limit means this, x greater than or equal to 5. Okay, it should be 5, right guys? I have by mistake I have written 3, it should be 5. And left hand limit is what? X less than 3, so it will be 4. Here also it is not equal, hence the function is discontinuous at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. Function is discontinuous at x is equal to 1 and at x is equal to 3. Question number 6, minus 2 if x less than or equal to minus 1, 2x, the value of function given 2x if x greater than minus 1 but less than or equal to 1, the value of function is 2 if x greater than 1. At x is equal to minus 1, f minus 1 is what? Minus 2. Left hand limit is what? Minus 2, correct? Right hand limit is what? Right hand limit is what? 2x. So instead of x, minus 1 plus h you have to put and then apply the limit. All three values are equal to each other, hence the function is continuous at x is equal to minus 1. Now we need to check for x is equal to 1. Okay, at x is equal to 1, f1 is what? 2. Left hand limit is what? Again 2x, instead of x you have to put 1 minus h, 2. And the right hand limit is, right hand limit, this one, greater than 1, 2. This will be also 2, hence the function is continuous at x is equal to 1. Question number 17, find the relationship between a and b so that the function f defined by fx like this is continuous at x is equal to 3. So the value of function is ax plus 1 if x less than or equal to 3 and bx plus 3 if x greater than 3. So at x is equal to 3, f3 is what? 3 into a plus 1. Now right hand limit, x tend to 3 plus fx is equal to limit h tend to 0. Right hand limit will be here bx plus 3. b into 3, instead of x you will write 3 plus h plus 3, 3b plus 3. In this question already it is given the function is continuous at x is equal to 3, right? So you can calculate, you can equate 3b plus 3 with 3a plus 1. No need to proceed, but I have calculated left hand limit also. Therefore function is continuous at x is equal to 3, and therefore it will be, means left hand limit will be equal to right hand limit will be equal to f3. So equate any two and find the relation. A will be equal to b plus 2 upon 3. You can transpose b to the left hand side, you can write as a minus b equal to 2 upon 3, or you can write you can write like a minus 2 upon 3 equal to b, in any form you can write. Question number 18, for what value of lambda is the function defined by its continuous at x is equal to 0, and is the function continuous at x is equal to 0? What about continuity at x is equal to 1? So first we will check whether the function is continuous at x is equal to 0 or not, and if it is continuous, then what will be the value of lambda? So f0 will be equal to what? 0. Put the 0 over here, you will get 0 only. Now left hand limit, again this value you have to take. See, look at here, h lambda h square minus 2 into 0 minus h, apply the limit 0. The right hand limit is what? 4x plus 1, so 4h plus 1, put the limit 1. Here left hand limit not equal to right hand limit, hence the function is not continuous at x is equal to 0 for any value of lambda. Okay, means whatever value of lambda, if there is no continuity, function is not continuous at x is equal to 0 for any value of lambda, but the function is continuous at x is equal to 1 for all values of lambda. How? And if you will check the continuity for x is equal to 1 at x is equal to 1, so it will lie over here, left hand limit, because x greater than 0 is what? This value, 1 is the greater than 0. So left hand limit, right hand limit will lie over here. So therefore both exist, both exist over here in the same value, therefore the function is continuous at x is equal to 1. Question number 3, for all points of discontinuity of f, where fx is equal to this, conditions are given. So first check at x is equal to 0, f0 is what? 0 plus 1 1, then left hand limit sin x upon x, so 0, so 0 minus h, limit h tend to 0, sin minus h upon minus n, sin minus theta is equal to minus sin theta, it will lie in the fourth quadrant cos sec plus. So sin minus theta is equal to minus sin theta, minus sin h upon minus get cancelled, sin h upon h, and apply the limit, this value will be 1. Now right hand limit will lie over here, x plus 1, so 0 plus h plus 1, answer is what? 1. All three values are equal to each other, left hand limit, right hand limit, and f0, hence the function is not discontinuous. There is no point of discontinuity, okay. Question number 24, determine if f defined by fx is equal to x square sin 1 upon x 0, x not equal to 0. If, and this the value of function is what? 0, if x is equal to 0 is a continuous function. At x is equal to 0, f0 will be equal to 0, right? The right hand limit is what? X tend to 0, fx, limit h tend to 0, f0 plus h. So this is not equal to 0, so left hand limit and right hand limit both will exist over here. Not equal to 0 means less than or greater than. So in this cases you can see, after calculating right hand limit and left hand limit, we got all three values are equal to each other, hence the function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Question number 26, the value of function is equal to k cos x upon pi minus 2x if x not equal to pi by 2, and this is equal to 3 if x is equal to pi by 2 at x is equal to pi by 2. So at x is equal to pi by 2, f pi by 2 is equal to 3, f pi by 2 equal to 3. So x tend to pi by 2 means right hand limit will and left hand limit both will lie over here. So h tend to 0, f, this is the pi by 2 plus, so pi by 2 plus h will come instead of x. Now limit h tend to 0, k cos x, instead of x you have to put pi by 2 plus h, pi minus 2, pi 1 2 plus h, simplify it. So cos 90 plus theta, it will lie in the second quadrant, first quadrant 0 to 90, second quadrant 90 to 180, second quadrant sin and cosec plus. So cos 90 plus theta is what? Minus sin theta, so minus sin h into k. Now simplify the denominator. If you simplify the denominator, you will get minus 2h in the denominator. So k upon minus minus get cancelled, k upon 2 you can you can write like this, and limit you can apply sin h upon h, that is 1, k upon 2. Now you can equate, right? You see already it is given the function is continuous at the indicated point. So you can equate k upon 2 with 3, right? But I have calculated left hand limit also. So k upon 2 equal to 3. Since function is continuous at x is equal to pi upon 2, therefore k upon 2 is equal to 3, hence k is equal to 6. Question number 28. Kx plus 1 cos x. Yeah, it's given the function is continuous at x is equal to pi, find the value of k. In the previous question also it was given find the value of k and if the function is continuous. So at x is equal to pi, find for f pi. So it will be here first one k pi plus 1. Now right hand limit means this cos x. So limit h tend to 0 f pi plus h, limit h tend to 0 cos pi plus h. So cos 180 plus theta minus cos theta equal to, now apply the limit, minus cos 0, that is the minus 1. Again you can equate k pi plus 1 with minus 1, simplify it, you will get k equal to minus 2 upon pi. Question number 30. Find the values of a and b such that the function defined by is a continuous function. So first we here the left hand limit and right hand limit given for x is equal to 2 and for x is equal to 10 as well. So at x is equal to 2, f2 will be equal to what, 5. And then right hand limit is what, x greater than root ax plus b, put a2 plus h instead of x2 plus h will come plus b, apply the limit 2a plus b. You can equate 2a plus b with 5 because function is continuous, already it is given function is the continuous. So 2a plus b is equal to 5. At x is equal to 10, f10 will be equal to 21. Now left hand limit again ax plus b, put the value instead of x 10 minus h will come 10a plus b. So now we have simultaneous equations, see 1 2, simplify both, you will get answer, the value of a and b. Question number 19. Show that the function defined by gx is equal to x minus greatest integer function x is discontinuous at all integral points. Here x denotes the greatest integer less than or equal to x. So given, it is given that gx is equal to the value which is given, you have to note down. Now let c be an integer, then gc will be equal to c minus greatest integer c, that value will be c only, that is the 0. Now x tend to c minus gx, that is the left hand limit. So limit h tend to 0 and g c minus h. So instead of x you have to write c minus h. This value will be c minus h, okay, and this value will be c minus 1 by definition of greatest integer function. Okay, now apply the limit, you will get 1. Similarly right hand limit. So all three values are not equal to each other, hence function is discontinuous. Question number 20. Is the function defined by f(x) is equal to x square minus sin x plus 5 continuous at x is equal to pi? First you find f pi, pi square plus 5, then find the right hand limit, pi square plus 5, then find the left hand right hand limit and left hand limit. All three values are equal to each other, hence the function is continuous at x is equal to pi. Question number 21. Discuss the continuity of the following function. Fx is equal to sin x plus cos x. So first I am going to check whether sin x is the continuous or not and cos x is the continuous or not. If both are continuous function, then the sum of two continuous function will be continuous only. So fx is equal to what, gx plus qx, gx means sin x. So let limit x tend to c gx. So I am taking left hand limit, right hand limits, sin x, c plus h, I am taking x is equal to c plus h, let c be a real number. Apply the formula sin a plus b, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, apply the limit, you will get sin c, that is equal to gc. Hence the function is continuous. Similarly, for cos x, this is also continuous, therefore the sum of gx and qx will be also a continuous function. Show that the function defined by f x is equal to cos x square is a continuous function. We are going to apply GOF, composition of a function. Okay, there are two functions over here, cos x and x square. So let gx is equal to cos x and hx is equal to x square. So g of x is equal to g of hx. Hx means x square, so cos x square. Now find the right hand limit. It will be cos c plus h. Apply the formula. This is equal to gc. So cos x is the continuous function. Now we have to check whether x square is the continuous function or not. So x square is the polynomial. This is the continuous function and differentiable. No need to check, but I have done over here. Hence, x square is also a continuous function. Therefore, cos x square is a continuous function. Since we know that for real valued function g and h, such that GOH, composition of g and h, is defined at C. If g is continuous at C, then f is continuous at GC, and f is the continuous at GC, then FOG is continuous at C. Thank you so much.